Today, we're going to be doing a toasted ceramic nail art look. We have a beautiful turquoise pottery-inspired nail with a beautiful brown gradient with a little bit of gold. Here's where I got the inspiration. Let's get started. We're going to start with Presto Gel number 304. This is part of their new sand collection. Vetro 260 Jewel Topaz, Vetro 261 Jewel Umber, and Kokoist Midnight Chocolate. We'll be using the Riccagel color brush, which is a nice all-purpose gel brush. You've seen it in some of my videos before. We'll also be using the Mana Nails Nail Partner flat brush. This is a really nice, versatile, small brush. It's great for art. You can use all the edges. It's really nice. We're going to start with Presto 304. This is one of the new sand collection colors. I will say the ones in the jar are a lot more sheer than the ones in the pot. So I'm going to fast forward through this application part, but it did take 3 coats to get the color to the intensity that I wanted it for the look. When I tell you I use Vetro 260 and 261 almost all the time, I'm not joking. They are the most beautiful colors for tortoiseshell, for aging, these kind of pottery looks, anything you want to do, they're really great for. So what we want to do is find a point of intensity. So that's going to be this upper corner of the nail, and we're going to build from there. This is just the first layer of a multi-layered kind of aged, toasted, that really pretty burnt kind of ceramic look. This is just layer number 1. So we want it to have more intensity at the top and just be nice and feathered out throughout. And I've talked about it in other videos before, but just to reiterate, your point of intensity is where you're going to have the most color impact. So it's usually where you put your brush down first. So we're going to use the Jewel Umber from Vetro 261 and just add even more intensity to this gradient. We're going to start at the corner and just gently feather out until we have a nice blended organic-y ceramic look. And just remember, it needs to look right. It doesn't need to look perfect. We want it to have that glazed look. So don't get too stressed out about a perfect blend. It just needs to look right. And as you're feathering out these deeper layers, make sure that you're not covering up the Jewel Topaz, because we want to make sure we still see that. And that'll go the same for the next layer of the darker brown. Final step to the gradient will be to add the Kokoist Midnight Chocolate. Now this is a deep black brown, and what I love about it is that it's just warm enough that you don't get any weird hard edges, you don't get any weird grayness in your blend. You're going to want to add this just at the edge. We don't want to put too much, just at the edge, and then gently feather this out. And make sure when you use your brushes that you're using all sides of your brushes. So you don't always have to go up and down. You don't always have to use the wide side of the brush. You can totally use the edges to get the job done. You see how that brown just made everything work? Now we have that gorgeous finished look that legit looks like pottery. And now it's time to give it a little flair. We're going to add some gold foil. You want to make sure that you keep that individual layer tacky so it has something to stick to. I like to fold the foil like this so I don't get any weird lines. And also it helps me from pressing too hard because we just want the foil to just grab just a touch. Yeah, there we go. For the most part with this look, the top gel is going to smooth it out just fine. If you need a little bit more smoothness, you can add a layer of clear art gel before you put your top gel, but I'm just going to go straight in with my Presto Matte Top Gel. Just do a nice coat and then stick it in and cure it. The way I have this look is matte, but you could totally use a glossy top coat instead and it would be just as pretty. This particular top coat has an inhibition layer, so you do have to wipe it down with a lint-free wipe and some alcohol, but the end result is super pretty. Thank you guys so much for hanging with me today. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and I can't wait to see how you guys put your own spin on this.